Hey friends, it's Megan Johnson. I'm the Practical Scrapper. I am here with a video on a technique I like to call page in a pocket. And I had a request from a follower on Instagram. Shout out to her for asking me to do this. I was more than happy to make this tutorial because I use this technique all the time. It's probably one of my favorite techniques in the Project Life app, mostly because I take a lot of pictures and there's more to the story that I want to tell. Sorry, this little guy right here, this little guy is the zoom thing, and sometimes if you press a little hard, the zoom comes up. But it also works really well as a cursor, so I can point and you can follow along because you can't see what my pen's doing. So this making little pockets like this and being able to put a little story inside these little pockets and doing this technique is just so great to get more out of your page. I like, if you look at this page, these are my nieces made these are their perler bead creations. So they were worth taking pictures of because I thought they were really cool, but I didn't need a whole page just about those. It didn't need to happen. I wanted the focus to be more on, well, my daughter. This is Francie, my little daughter, and just her sharing this fun time with her nieces, or her cousins, my nieces. So let's get into it. Let me show you how I do this. I'm going to go to the Project Life app quick. So I already got it started a little bit. Here is the page itself. You can see down here is the pocket that I'm going to be working on. This is actually where I start. So I open Design A, and I already put the pictures in for you so that you get you don't have to watch me do that. I zoomed in, I did the things I needed to. I haven't edited them yet. I'll show you what I do just to save time. I'm going to export this to a 12 by 12. I want to export it without, it's okay if it's incomplete. These will all fill in the background color. So I'm going to press yes. Please let me export. Save image. And I'm going to get out of there. And then now I'm going to open up my page that I'm working on. Now, of course, this is already, oops, I'm sorry. This is already in here. I don't want to drag it out because then I would lose all of this down here. So I am just going to replace the picture, and you'll see. All you do is open up your pocket. So the pocket would be blank for you. Just open up your pocket and pull it in, and here is our picture in. See, and it treats it just like a picture because it's exported as a JPEG. So all of my pictures are JPEGs. The app doesn't know what the JPEG has on it. And so you can then manipulate it any way you want. You can zoom in more. Like if you zoom in a little more and you kind of cut the edge off there, you can do that. That's a good technique. Sometimes I like to do that. I then went in and added, this is FFT, the freeform text option, which you have to pay for the app. Totally worth it. This is just little dots that I flipped around, little periods, and I spaced them out. And then this is my text. So that is it in a nutshell, right? That is the very basics of what I like to call page in a pocket. So it's a page that I made, and then I exported it, and then I come back around to the app again and I put it right into a pocket. I am actually going to edit this. So I didn't edit each of these individually because now I can edit them all as a whole. It works really well if like 3 of these pictures were taken in similar light. They kind of need the same filters. This one's a little different. I'm not going to worry about that too much this time. If all of your pictures were taken in different lights and all needed different editing, you could go back to the original Design A and edit each one individually. But I'm just going to do them all together just to save time. So I'm going to go into these are my most used right here. So I usually use shadows. I always do shadows first. I always lift that gray, kind of lift that gray cast. If you press on this little button right here. Sorry, it's sideways. Pick, tap, go always pulls up sideways on the iPad, but you press on this and then you are going to see what the previous step. And then I always add a bright side. Oh, sorry, my son just got home and my door is not closed. I hope he doesn't come up here. About 75%. So I'm just going to show you guys really quick. So now it's edited and it looks a lot better. Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. So, and then to finish this up, I exported it, and then you'll notice that these two pockets are missing. When I exported them, that filled in as the background color, and then I pulled it in as an editorial. So if you go up here, you can change your editorials to the full photo. And this, of course, again, the app sees it as just a JPEG, so it doesn't know it's a page. And then I added the title and these little circle things. I got them in a keyboard that I have installed on my iPad that lets me do that has some fun shapes and stuff. It's pretty easy to use. I can do a video on that later. So this is the full page, and then I export that and then it's done. But I wanted to give you guys a couple other ideas of things you could do. Well, actually, let me show you really quick. So if you want to stop right now and try it out, go try it out. I'm going to kind of show you a couple other things that are possible with this technique just really quick. So here, let's see if I can find kind of a better one. Okay, so here is my daughter. Happy New Year, right? Super cute picture. I'm going to edit it a little bit. Kind of see my whole process here. New Year's Eve. I'm going to start, of course, with my shadows. I don't know. I always start with the shadows because I feel like if you just go into like lights on right here and bright side, you're just brightening everything all together, where the shadows just pulls the shadows out. It doesn't change the contrast. It just kind of pulls some of the well, it kind of does change the contrast, but it has a different way of lightening your photos, and I like it. It doesn't get so washed out. I guess that's the biggest deal, right? I don't feel like I need to add another. I tend to do bright side quite a bit, but I don't want to. I mean, that is like so washed out. Guys, I'm obsessed with editing my photos. I want my photos to be the best they can be because they are my favorite things. So Happy New Year, Francie. Yay, yay, yay. So now what I could do is I could change the background color of this. Let's say my page was going to be like black. And then now I could add an overlay. Oh, shoot. This isn't my favorite. Normally, okay, so I'm going to do something. I'm going to show you guys something quick. Little technique. I want to put an outline overlay on this, but it's not available within this 4x4, no, 6x6 square. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go to, I'm sorry if this is moving too fast for you. I'm going to go to my here, and now it's going to show up. See this overlay? I'm going to put on the overlay, and then we're going to slide the picture over, and the overlay will show up. There we go. So I'm going to zoom in on her a little bit with her Happy New Year stuff on. And then I'm going to export 12 by 12. And so again, all of these pockets are just going to fill in with the background color. Yes, we are actually discussing a lot of little different techniques here, aren't we? And then, so this is the one thing I wanted to show you guys. This is kind of a fun technique that I like to use. So I'm going to go to collage. I'm going to press on this little plus button. Where did my cursor guy go? he disappeared. So I could show you how to get to this plus. Okay, I'm just going to press on this right here. Oh, here he is. And then I'm going to change the, well, actually, I'm not going to change the template. So if I wanted to do a page about New Year's Eve, I'm going to go find my picture. This is kind of fun. It kind of gives it like a Polaroid effect. I like doing this. So this is in a 4x6 pocket. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, and you're going to see how I can create like a little, it's almost like a little Polaroid that's sideways. I could, of course, add it to a, to here, and I could create my own little Polaroid with a colored background and a little frame around it, right? And then I could do some freeform text, you know, oh, sorry, oh, shoot. Could drag that down here and add some freeform text if I wanted to, like Happy New Year. I won't do that for you now. But let me show you guys some of the pages that I've made. So that kind of, well, okay, back up just a minute. This kind of covers, like, you can change the background color. You could put this into anything here and then add more pictures. Let me show you a couple things that I've done that kind of give you a better idea of, I mean, there's so many possibilities with the page in a pocket idea here. So let me show you quick. Sorry, my son is being really loud. His voice like carries throughout the whole house. Like, wow. He just got home from work. He works at a grocery store loading shelves, and he loves it. He like listens to books the whole time. He like stocks shelves. I'm like, how do they let you do that? Well, so here is one, and here you can see I just did 3 of just little Francie hiding. Whenever we go someplace, this is at my sister's that we see all the time. Whenever we go, she gets a little shy, but she wore her Spider-Man costume this time because she is just like that. The other day she was wearing her Spider-Man costume and she had on a tiara. It was classic. Here's another one, same technique with the 3. This is 3 just 3x4s into a 6x4 pocket. Here is another one of those that I showed you earlier. See, I prefer white. I just prefer white borders. I like the white. It's crisp, it's clean, it's not distracting. You can do whatever you want. Here's another one. You can see this. I just put this in a big 6x8, left the background white, exported it, and brought it back in to a big 6x8, and then zoomed in a little bit, and I got a nice big wide white border. Here's another one. This is an example. Here I pulled it all the way to the edge here, so there's no white border on the outside. It's just a style thing. And I did, so this one's an example of like a vertical, and then here again is that large white border. Love how that looks. Love it. Here's another one. Guys, I do this all the time. So here is I did this little story right here. Like I just told this little story about Mike and his awesome pulled pork. He is great at smoking meats. He's like amazing, actually. He does a really good job. I have had badly used Traegers before, but he does a great job with his Traeger. So anyway, so that I think is it. Yeah, I hope this gives you guys some ideas. So this is using a squared away template. Anyway, I really hope this gives you some ideas. There is so much you can do with it, and you can just go crazy. I mean, seriously, go crazy. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have fun scrapping, and if you have any questions, let me know. I will